Alright, so I've been playing Marvel Rivals and I've been playing a lot of competitive. I speak for the average customer, in my opinion, even though I have more experience with these kinds of games and I'm a bit more of a gamer. But honestly, I cannot stay on the game all of the time, so I cannot be this giga nerd that is like in the leaderboards that sits all day and plays the game. I cannot practice all day. I have 9.5 hours in the game, I have a decent amount of hours. There are many people that have more hours than me, a lot more. So I will speak for the customer, the average customer. I will not speak for the geeky nerds. I have been playing competitive, and as a lot of you pointed out in the comments, the problem did go away. The more higher you get into the ranks, the better the players are on your team and against you. But they will begin to pick stuff that is like useful. So let's say like I'm looking at this match in the background for inspiration. Like we have a Punisher, we have Jeff and a Groot, and we have like a Penny. I don't remember, or Captain America. We have another tank. In bronze, they would not pick tank, or they would not team up. They wouldn't give a fuck. But now I have reached silver, and still there are like bad people in here still. But I'm getting better at the game, And again, like trust me, I could get higher rank. I just have better stuff to do, Like I have an art career, that I'm looking for, I draw a lot. I have these videos to make. I'm still working on a Silent Hill video. So like I cannot play the game all day to like, I would love to like be here. Oh, I'm platinum, or like the rank above grandmaster or whatever it is, how I am in Mortal Kombat, like I'm really good in Mortal Kombat. But I would love to sit here and tell you, oh, I have this like huge rank and here's my opinion. But I will speak for all of you, because most of y'all don't have these huge ranks. Like most of y'all have a regular life, I hate these like game reviewers. It's either like they play 2 hours and then give the game a rating, not saying names, but still, or there's these guys that like are like one above all, or whatever is that, like the last rank challenger basically, and they're like, oh my god, this is my opinion about the game. Like we don't care, bro. Like you're the top of the top, like the cream of the crop, So I will speak for the middle people. Competitive is really good. If you have trouble, I would suggest, like, please people, this is a game. Do not main stuff. Like I think that's so stupid. Sure, main character, but switch it up. Like I play Mantis now. I'm a Mantis main. I also play Cloak and Dagger. But for example, if we need a tank, I know how to play Thor. I know how to play Venom. I know how to play a bit of Captain America. If we need a damager, I know how to play Psylocke. I know how to play a bit of Hela and Storm, and that's it. For healers, I know almost all of them except Jeff, but he seems really easy to me, so I think I know him too. Even though I haven't used him at all. I haven't even touched that character. I hate it so much. I hate that character so much. It's so cute, but it's the most annoying character, And I know y'all seen the Vaughn memes, the King Vaughn memes, with Jeff being like this murderer, this like menace, and yeah, he's really annoying. The balance, the more I play the game, the more I realize that balance isn't as good as it seems. But I will be honest, like instead of it being like kind of like Overwatch, where it's like plain, like I don't know, like eating bread, this is like a bit of like strudel, like even though it has its bad like variations, of the game, but the good ones are like when you play like a few of the characters, like they're really good, So Overwatch is bread, stale bread, normal bread. There's nothing wrong with regular ass bread, but Marvel Rivals is the strudel, like really good. So getting that out of the way, the characters are like if you do not have a good team, you can still win, but if they have an optimal team, you will lose. Like I don't care how bad you are, like you will lose even if you're good, like because there's a big difference between 2 tanks that are meta and 2 healers that are meta, and 2 DPSs that are meta, and 3 DPS, 1 healer, and 2 tanks, or switch it up any way you want, except if it is 3 healers and 1 tank, that still can be manageable, especially if you play like Mantis, Cloak and Dagger, like they can dish out Adam Warlock, they can dish out a lot of damage, so they're like comparable to actual damagers. And honestly, Cloak and Dagger, it's like I love to play Cloak and Dagger, even Loki. I love to play Loki with the clones, but I want to have the maximum amount of carryability. Like I want to be able to carry these people, because I want to get out of these small ranks quickly. Like I have played Paladins before. I have played Overwatch before. I fucking hate being in the lower ranks, bronze, silver, stuff like that. Because the people, like, I main support. Why do I main support? Because I have learned something from playing World of Warcraft for 15 years. What is that, you ask? It's if you want to have success and to get quickly to the top, either you have to be the best in the world or you have to play a support character or a tank, So I have learned this from Paladins. You play support and tank, and sometimes you play like duelist, In Paladins there was flank and damager. So damager would hit the main tank, to like test the healers, and flank would kill the healers, So if I were to give you an example, Spider-Man is a flank and Hawkeye is a damager or punisher, So I would make this like subdivision because this is very important. Psylocke is also a flank, for example. You need a flank on your team. Why do you need a flank on your team? Because somebody has to go to the other side and to snipe out the healers, those pesky healers like Jeff and like Mantis. They stay in the back, they just heal or they buff and they go away, or they stun a few of the tanks, I have played against players that know this. I am telling you, I am a main healer. I am telling you, do you know what loses the most matches? Me dying. That's what loses the most matches. Because as soon as I die, let's say I'm playing with Adam Warlock, that this is like actual, like what happened a few minutes ago. I was playing. I died because of a Spider-Man ambushed me, The Adam Warlock has too much cooldown. Like, he's an off healer. This is a term from World of Warcraft. It's like you have a damager that also has a few perks, So he has the revive and the healing. But if you die, if the main healer dies, which is a Mantis that has a huge output, like a big pool of healing, Adam Warlock cannot heal you as much as Mantis does. So the team starts falling apart, the damage starts stacking up. So you need the Mantis alive. So this is very, very smart. You kill the Mantis or the Jeff. Those are like big boy numbers for healing. I had 30k healing in a match. Can you believe that? I don't know if it's a lot because I'm expecting in one above all, like the biggest rank, challenger, or I'm gonna say challenger. I'm expecting that to be like that's an average Tuesday, but I always try to, I used to switch, oh, we're gonna lose, I'm picking Loki. I don't want to mess up my Mantis like profile. And then I realized, bro, if we lose, I have more healing to do, right? So if I just heal a lot, I will have a better profile, even though we lost, the people can see, like, bro, 30k healing, like, it's not his fault, So please, you're hearing this, add me, comment. I want to play with y'all. I would really love to play with a team, not alone all the time, So I was saying that we needed these subdivisions of the damagers, the duelists. Why? Because Punisher deals a lot of damage on the healers, on the whatever is on the point. But Psylocke and Spider-Man flank. So they go behind and they kill individual like healers and then they dip. They wait for their cooldowns again. They deal like passive damage, they just go from the cover, hit once, go back. Go from the cover, hit once, go back, So they deal a bit of damage, but not significant. But when you go and you kill a healer, like their whole team like loses, So remember this, flank the Mantis, always flank the Jeff. If you can, remember you have a chat, text people like, ayo, I have ultimate, we go middle, let's say I'm Mantis, like I can make y'all immortal for a few seconds, or Luna Snow. Communicate, that's very important. So let's say they overextend, come back, put pings on, ping like enemies, because a lot of people, especially in the rank that I'm at, which is a low rank, they do not like have, like they don't hear stuff, So if they get like hit, or if there's like footsteps around them, they don't care about it, They just continue to hit the main tank. This leads me into another point. So do not hit the tank blindly, because the tank has two healers behind him and he has a huge HP pool, so it's not like you can ambush the healer. If you deal 200 damage, that would kill a Spider-Man, but if you deal 200 damage, that's like like a blue boo-boo for Thor, like it's like, it's not a big deal. So you cannot ambush the healers. You have to go hard on those tanks when you do. So ultimates, you kill the healer, then you go on the tank, you know. So the tank is basically useless. They just soak up damage and they absorb damage. Do not let them absorb damage. All you're doing is making their profile look better. Focus the healers, even if you miss. If you hit 20% of your shots and you tell the people focus healers and you hit 20% of your shots, as a healer I can tell you sometimes I cannot focus my healer because my tank is dying, but the tank can be healed by both of us, but the other healer cannot get healed by himself, so I have to heal him manually, you know? So always target healers. Even if you did a little damage, you're wasting their resources. The time that you that he takes or the other healer takes to heal the other healer, let's say 50%, it's like 200 damage out of the tank. So always hit the healers. Whenever you have a flyer, just headshot them. It's so easy. They barely move. Storm, Iron Man, was the Star-Lord? Yeah, Star-Lord. Always just headshot them. Pam, 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 dead. You know, if you're a Mantis, just buff yourself, hit him 3 times in the head and he's done, you know. For Moon Knight, please destroy their ankhs, or like, you know, like the symbols that they put on the ground. Like, do you know how many teams I had with like what seemingly were good players, but they wouldn't destroy the things? I as a healer would have to, like, but it's fine, I'm Mantis, you know, I can heal and hit at the same time. But if I'm playing Cloak and Dagger, if I stop focusing on the tank and focus on the ankh on the ground, the tank dies, or they come close to dying. Especially when it's Venom and he darts around the fucking objective like a fucking dumbass, you know? He's like a 12-year-old child that plays with the Spider-Man toy. It's like, and he runs through the fucking house, you know? Like, that's how it feels to have Venom on your team. And then he's talking shit. But I don't get healing. Oh no, I don't get healing. The fuck do you want me to do? Heal you through the fucking walls? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, sometimes, but I cannot tell him, I cannot tell the dumbass because I have to go back to, like, healing. I cannot, like, but no, but you were far away from me. No, I cannot tell him that. But I would tell him, bro, I died because I went out of my way to heal you, and then I faced 3 fucking damagers, and I don't have 800 HP and a self-heal. So, please, you're a Venom, you want heal? Go to the fucking healer. I'm sorry, I'm not Cloak and Dagger when I'm playing Mantis. I have a limit of how far I can reach you. If I'm playing Cloak and Dagger, dash around the fucking map as much as you want, I don't give a fuck. But if I'm playing Mantis, Jeff, or whatever, or Adam Warlock, do not fucking run away from me. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, do not run away from me. Anyway, this is a common term that was known in Paladins and in League of Legends. I think this is like common things, not term, but like a phenomenon. Some characters become way better the more you, like, let's say you have a Widowmaker, you know? You have a Widow, and when you have a higher rank, Widow is way better than if you're lower rank. If you're lower rank, Bastion is way better than a Widow, you know? The same is Punisher, is Bastion. Widowmaker is like, let's say, Psylocke, let's say, because it's really, or Spider-Man. It's really good when you're skilled, it's really bad when you're not skilled. So, I advise you, if you're a beginner, look for these kinds of characters. Thor is easy to play, let's say. Penny is easy to play, from what I see. Captain America is easy to play. Mantis is also easy to play, just spam the right click and deal damage. Play Venom is easy. Play stuff that is easy, you know? So let the people that are good play magic, don't be like, oh my god, I am a magic main. The first thing that I do is click, I have magic, no, this is what I do personally. I wait for the people to pick something, and then I'm like, okay, we need a tank, put a tank on. Okay, we need a healer, put a healer on. Rarely do I have the opportunity to play a DPS, and I played once Psylocke and we got our asses handed to ourselves. But of course we did, because, you know, like, I don't have experience with that, so I do not know how to flank as well, but I did get a few kills. But still, learn how to headshot. Go into practice, try to aim. It's very important to have the sensitivities. If you're closer to a character, you have to be able to, like, move your camera really fast. So this is like a player that is like really how can I put this, more skilled or more advanced, they would be like, no shit, Sherlock, like you have to configure your sensitivity. But I am talking to the average audience. You have to go into the training mode, go to the, it's a lower, like a basement, put Luna Snow, put it on quick or super fast, you know, like the settings, put her on to move randomly, sporadically, and to jump. And after you put her on, if you cannot lock on her perfectly and land perfectly on her as she jumps or moves and dashes forward, you do not have good settings. Move them, play with them as much as you want until you can perfectly stay on her with your reticle. So that's really great advice. And this is like, I figured this out for myself. I just went, what was the most annoying character to land attacks on? It's Luna Snow. So you just pick Luna Snow and you put her on like practice and you just try to land attacks on her. That's what I would tell you. As for teaming up, I think optimal in this game is optimal to find a few tanks or healers that you befriend them and you play with them. You know, you go on Discord, you play with them. If you have friends, tell them to fucking learn support. Because, as I said, I have played World of Warcraft for 15 years. What I have learned from World of Warcraft is everybody wants to play Damager, but nobody got the skill to play Damager. Damager is a very high skill gapped stuff, you know, so if you are a beginner, you're probably not going to be a good Damager. I'm watching the gameplay right now. Please, again, I'm repeating myself, please destroy the Moon Knight's Ankhs, you know, on the ground. Anyway, learn how to play support and play Mantis. Please, if you have a Mantis on the team, you pick another like Star-Lord or something, you know, and you have like a speed boost or stuff like that. Please just play Mantis. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger and Mantis, I think, in my own opinion, is the best combination for healers. And you also have to have a cloak that does the damage reduction on them, you know, where they like they receive more damage. And that's about it. Like, play more tanks and don't be a toxic moron. Like, if somebody says, oh my god, where is my healing? Healer is sleeping. Like, say you are a dumbass player and you have skill issue without telling me that you are a dumbass player and you have skill issue. That's what they are saying. All the time I go on TikTok, yeah, Vanguard is nice to play if you have healers. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I have played with a lot of people of your caliber. If you're a Venom and you jump in between 5 people while LOSing me at the same time, LOS is line of sight, if you don't know what it is. It's basically I cannot hit you. If you're LOSing me and you jump in between 5 people, how the fuck do you want me to heal you? And do you expect me as a healer to make you immortal? Are you a dumbass? Are you a troglodyte? Were you raised in a cave? Because those are my only explanations for your lack of intelligence and basic intelligence. Like, I'm sorry, that's such a low IQ take, bro. Like, as a Mantis, I can hit you, like, look, listen, I can do this. I just do that, and I fucking heal you almost full HP. If I can reach you, you're most likely not going as low as you are, or we're getting overwhelmed. So, it's probably your fault. If you want to get healed, look for your healers, go in front of them. Do not go too close to them because they won't be able to, like, they have to like sway their POV to like look at you, you know, they have to point at you. Go mid distance, you know, 5 to 10 meters and they will heal you, trust me. Anyway, I will make more videos about this. Take care and have a nice day.